Theodore have mentioned about do with the Thabarwa education, the vision and mission, and the activities in Thabarwa education.
For me, I have been teaching meditation as a monk from 2002 till now. I have 23 years experience of teaching meditation, teaching Vipassana meditation continuously. Together with creating as a student and businessman, I was not satisfied with myself or with my intelligence and ability. Only when I started practicing meditation in 1999, I'm satisfied from the beginning of practicing meditation in the meditation retreat by keeping preset, by keeping a preset as no one, nothing, just cause and effect of selfless impermanent nature. The Thabarwa Education and Rescue Center will be teaching government text, Buddhist literature, modern technologies like AI, together with doing all kinds of good deeds, dana, sila, and bhavana. Most of the education systems are not much practical and not complete also. not much practical and not much complete also. That's why I went to create practical education. It will update the modern education system. I myself is educated person, but I am more practical than theoretical because of relying on myself with detachment from relying on my parents. In doing my own business, it is the same in practicing meditation. In the beginning, I rely on meditation master and meditators in order to detach from myself. After that, I try to detach from meditation master and meditators by relying more and more on Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Finally, we need to detach from Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha also in order to fully rely on our own practice of mindfulness and detachment. Many more and more people in Myanmar and other countries like Vietnam, India are interesting to do good deeds and do as I'm doing. That's why that is the main cause of creating the Thabarwa Education and Rescue Center.
You said that the modern education is not complete.
Sure.
Yes. So for Thabarwa education, what exactly will you add to the system, the education system, to make it more complete? Because beside of teaching the government text, We will teach them Buddhist literature and technology and all other subjects. So it sounds like a lot of things to learn for the children. So how can they choose what they want to learn, or how it work? How does it work in Thabarwa education system?
There will be many subjects, but in basic level, there will be teaching only basically, only on university or high school. There will be teaching more particularly. The children can choose what is more interested for them. But in my understanding, I know this is, in my understanding, I myself do the same. I have to learn language, not intentionally, to teach to the foreigners. Besides, I have to learn some of the technology for using modern equipment. I have to learn about law and regulation of the different government to create international Thabarwa Center. I have to learn about different meditators to solve their problems concerned with meditation. I have to learn about new generation also to solve their problems concerned with game, drugs, gambling. But I'm not doing intentionally. There's a timing to do naturally. I'm able to do many things successfully. That's why I can do many things. I can solve many problems. In the Thabarwa education system, I intend to explain more detail clearly. The problems, my weakness is not much learning and not much teaching compared with doing good deeds practically. What I mean is I'm doing many things practically. My teaching is just a little compared with my practical doing good deeds. That's why I am more skillful to do many things successfully and practically, but I am difficult to explain about my way of doing good deeds and the Thabarwa Center also. So the Thabarwa education system will solve that problem. Many educated people will work together. Their good point is they already learn Buddhist literature a lot. That's why they can understand a lot, but they are not much practical. They cannot do many things, many good deeds like me. That's why we can work together to create new education system for this modern society. That is not easy. That's why I myself need to be one of the main leaders in the Thabarwa education system. This is really great teamwork between the practitioner and teacher and student of Buddhist literature and modern society. I'm difficult to explain detail, but I'm easy to do good deeds step by step successfully. I know the way I'm able to do, but I'm difficult to explain. That is the present uh, situation.
Yes, because even when you are in Vietnam, you already mentioned about Thabarwa education. But at that time, I could not imagine how it would like. But when I go to San State, the Pilon, um, Pilon school, then I can imagine. Okay, so this is the testing. This is the first step. So it's already got a lot of students. All of them are really in need for education, and even the teacher, they also are the practitioner. They practice meditation. Otherwise, it impossible to manage that such a large amount of student like that. So from there I can understand what Seattle want to do, or the way. But when I ask you about is it the Thabarwa education system, Seattle say not yet, not complete yet. So still have to improve or like more added thing, like maybe higher education, like high school and university. And then it take a lot of time because compare, for example, the US or Europe education system, they are developed it more than in Asia, compare like in the modern society for education. So they have been through many things to be like liberated education, like the college is liberated education, so the student can choose what they want to learn, but still not as practical as Seattle do. So even they are very skillful, but not much not much have the balance between their mind and their job because of they're doing with attachment. So even they are skillful, but they were not satisfied with what they do. So um, one more added question. I would like to know how Theodore will teach um, or apply mindfulness and detachment to, to teach the student in Thabarwa education. For the children, how you would teach them mindfulness and detachment, because for example for the children in Pilon school, they will wake up early in the morning, they listen directly to Theodore teaching, and they meditate together, like hundreds of students sitting together and meditate. So this is the how we educate them to be mindfulness, to detach from desire. For example, the children, they are very small, so they are active. They cannot sit for a long time. But for the belong student, I saw them can sit for quite long, half hour, even 1 hour. So this is how we train them from little to detach from their desire to go out, to be active. How you will train for the student from young, from small to adult, to apply meditation practically, mindfulness and detachment in their life, in their education.
And the leader, the leader nun, the leading nuns in Penlong, the Bawa Education Center is um, practicing meditation according to my teaching. He is my disciple. She is my disciple. Because of listening to my teaching and practicing meditation in the Bawa Center by staying 6 years continuously, she believed in me and my teaching. That's why she went back to her town, her hometown, and started teaching meditation at home to her devotees. Because of conducting meditation retreat in Loy Lien and Penlong, one of the local donor contacted her to donate the land for meditation center, for the Bawa Center. His land was occupied by the government in the past. After that, the government released, let go to the former owner, but they need government paperwork, so they are difficult to do like this. That's why they decided to donate to the Bawa Center, and then we need to go to government office for paperwork. In this way, we have our own land in Pinlo. In the beginning, they just go and practice meditation like this without building. But there is a signboard, Pinlo the Bawa Center. Because of the name of the Bawa Center, people know the Bawa Center as shelter for all kinds of people. That's why the parents came and request to take care of their children. In this way, the Thabarwa Center became education center from the beginning. But in the beginning, the leading nuns was difficult to accept the children because no plan to create education center, only plan for meditation center. But she already stayed in the Thabarwa Center Danlin for 6 years. That's why she was familiar with helping people. So I make decision for her. It is better to take care of the children in this way. Penglong Thabarwa Center developed as education center. So this is the power of detachment. If we are grasping only practicing meditation, Penglong Thabarwa Center will not develop like this because not much meditator in that area. So this is fulfilling the need of that area. They need meditation center, but more need shelter for the children. The Thabarwa Center is developing more and more because of doing good deeds like this. We are not grasping on education, healthcare, meditation, and that's why we are. Besides, we emphasize to fulfill the need of the local people. So Penglong Thabarwa Center is one of the greatest example to show the power of detachment. Because of using the Thabarwa Center, especially for education, not much for meditation. Some of the meditators, they practice meditation by themselves at home. Now we are thinking to create a new meditation center in that area also. Because I have been teaching meditation in some of the school also. But most of the children were difficult to practice meditation like this because they are not used to listen to my teaching. They are not used to stay in the Thabarwa Center. But for Penglong Thabarwa Center, the leading nuns believe in my teaching. That is also very rare situation. There are many Thabarwa Center, but most of the leading monks and nuns are difficult to understand my teaching. That's why they will not listen and they will not practice regularly. That's why not much developing also. For Penglong Center, the leading nun believe in me and in my teaching. That's why she herself listen and practice meditation according to my teaching. In this way, her children are also easy to listen to my teaching and practice meditation. So the mind is more important than the age or nationality or gender. But they are not grasping to my teaching. That's why there are regular meditation retreat, maybe twice per year. Some of the retreats are conducted with the method or Mughal method, like that. Teaching like me is really difficult. So most of the meditation master will teach what they are easy to teach. Even if they can understand my teaching, they are difficult to teach like me.
So also for the teacher in Thabarwa education, it will be difficult for them to teach like you teach. So normally, in the normal education system, they will have textbooks and for teaching for all. So in Thabarwa Center, do we have the same thing, like textbook from your teaching or some kind of resources, so the teacher can rely on and teach based on that?
But
like like in the normal education system, they have the textbook. So the textbook is okay. Every teacher can teach according to the textbook. So even the teacher have little or less understanding, they can still rely on the textbook to teach the student. If they have more understanding, they can give more information for the student. So it's easier for every teacher to to teach, because like you said, it will be difficult for the teacher to teach like you teaching. So in Thabarwa Center education, do we have like some sort of textbook from your teaching, or anything that the teacher, like the lay person, can rely on to teach, or we just let it be naturally without making original or typical textbook?
we can do in the Bawa Education Center, there will be teaching about my understanding also. The same teaching, the same Buddhist literature, but different understanding, different choice. For me, I will choose more difficult Buddhist literature. So there will be biggest teamwork in the Bawa Education Center. That's why anyone can work together.
And then it's also free, right?
Yes, yes, there is a freedom. I'm skillful to use freedom. That is very rare chance. Most of the leaders are skillful to use discipline, but they are difficult to use freedom. And most of the leaders are difficult to use majority. They are skillful to use only minority. I'm skillful to use majority. That's why I may be I'm difficult to use minority also. That's why we can work together. Different skill, different object of mindfulness. So if you ask for yourself, what to do when I leave to Vietnam, US, I'm difficult to think about you. But this is minority. I'm thinking more about majority. So more difficult to think about minority, more easy to think about majority. This is I'm skillful what I'm used to do. For me also, if I think about myself, it is difficult. No, not only for you, but also for myself. If I have to think about myself, I'm difficult what to do. But I'm not thinking, because of not thinking about myself, I'm doing for many people. I'm doing for one people after another also. In this way, no need to think about myself and the others. Just need to detach. And then detachment will guide me what to do, what not to do.